Hey guys, how are you? I have a vlog that I completed for Miami trip where I finished my tattoo and all that. So it's about 20 something minutes long. Now I did a vote in a previous stream here where a lot of you said you want me to upload it here on the main channel. It's not really Star Wars related, but it is kind of fun and funny, and it is me live streaming a lot on Theory Talks. So if you would like for me to upload that on this channel, once again, I'm just going to ask you guys just to see if you guys are cool with it. And let me know. Otherwise, I'll upload it on Theory Talks over there on that channel where we do all the live streams. So, yeah, thanks for watching, and hope you enjoy this video. And I'll see you all for the Ahsoka watch party tonight. Finale.
We would be honored if you would join us.
Where is he? Where is my boy? Where's our boy? We haven't seen him the whole freaking show. You'd think they would bring Luke Skywalker into a massive, perilous situation such as this where Thrawn is returning. Like, you'd think she'd, like, go call up Mando, Luke, maybe even Boba or whatever. Be like, hey, we got this big issue. We got to band together everybody, and we have to go fight this guy and go off in this distant galaxy. So why haven't they done it? Okay, well, I think there's a very reasonable explanation. While, of course, it'd be cool to have Luke and everything, considering this literally is Timothy Zahn's heir to the Empire, with some tweaks here and there. Balin, I think, is Jorah Sabaoth. Shin is kind of like Mara Jade, but, you know, they're switching around everything and you know, whatever. But it's the same skeletons, somewhat. They're just moving the skeletons around, making it look whatever. So I think where Luke is right now, obviously he is venturing through the galaxy. This is 11 years after Return of the Jedi. And how I got that? Well, 9 ABY is roughly when Mando happens. Jon Favreau said, between Boba and Mando Season 2, it's been 2 years or something like that, where Grogu has been with Luke for 2 years. He said this kind of haphazardly in some interview. I don't know how much we all buy this, but he's been with him for 2 years, and so that makes this 11 ABY, after Battle of Yavin. So 11 years, we're going to say 10, 11 years, whatever, after Return of the Jedi. So Luke, at this point, is probably banding his Jedi Order together, as we saw with Grogu in Book of Boba Fett. He was building the Order. I don't think Ahsoka at this point was Ahsoka the White. I don't think any of this had happened yet. I'm pretty sure it didn't. And I'm pretty sure all that is before the Ahsoka show. So she does know about Luke, obviously. And I was kind of hoping she didn't, because I would love to have seen how they met and, you know, how they would talk about Anakin and all this stuff. But maybe we'll see that in some flashback or something later on, who knows, because I think it's a really beautiful scene to see. But where he is, he's obviously building his Jedi Order. He is banding together students throughout the galaxy, and it was said that he was venturing the galaxy looking for Sith artifacts, Sith holocrons, and Jedi holocrons. And he did this by going into a lot of the abandoned Imperial outposts, like we saw in Battlefront 2 campaign mode. However, he continued to do this in other areas of the galaxy, not just the Emperor's observatories and things like that. This was like, he was going everywhere, trying to figure different things out, learn as much as he could. And with him, he took Ben Solo. Now, Ben Solo at this age, I think, is like, I don't want to say, I think he's going to be 7. Let's see what Google says, actually. Hold on here. Okay, so Google says Ben was born 5 ABY. So that means he was born a year after Return of the Jedi. Okay, so that would make him 7 years old. So he's definitely old enough to be a youngling. I think he's probably, at this point, under Luke's wing. I would say him and Luke are most likely venturing through the galaxy right now, during the Ahsoka show, doing their own thing and finding different, perhaps, artifacts, holocrons, what have you, and learning more about the galaxy, essentially. So that's where Luke's at. I don't think he's really able to get a hold of right now, and I think he's just putting all of his time into Ben. Unless, you know, he does that at an older age, but I don't think so, because at this point Luke is still using the sort of rules that the Jedi had by training them young. And I think that they're doing their own thing right now. Also, another reason is it's extremely expensive to, of course, have Luke Skywalker in there with the whole deep fake and everything. As you saw, they're improving each year, so you can only imagine how much money and resources are going into doing that. Now, I think going forwards, even beyond that, they want to save Luke Skywalker for Dave Filoni's movie. And this, to me, is going to be really the first sequel trilogy that we're going to be getting. You know, forget what happened with 7, 8, 9. This is really what's going to happen. And I would be very surprised if we wouldn't get a Luke, Han, and Leia cameo scene together where they're younger and reunited. And I think that's something that we all really wanted to see. Would have been nice. but we never got that. So I think Dave is going to give us that, and he's saving all of the big bucks for the movie, and perhaps they're doing a movie because they know that they'll get the most budget for it, compared to a show. Whereas, Andor had hundreds of millions. These shows don't really get all that much money in comparison to movies, which, like Solo, for example, I think cost like 400 million or 500 million with all of the cuts and everything that they did. So it's not far-fetched to believe that they're really going to be spending a ton of money on the movie, on Dave Filoni's movie, which would be a conclusion to all of the shows going on around this timeline. Mando, Boba, Ahsoka, Skeleton Crew, which I believe they're going to release probably in 25 or 24, and any of the other shows that I don't think there's anything else, but if there's anything else they're going to add, we'll know about it. I think we could get a season 2 of Ahsoka to really round out more stuff. Then we could get the movie probably in 2026, maybe 2027, when they're done all of the shows. I don't know if we're going to get a season 4 of Mando. It's still up in the air in my opinion, but I haven't really seen anything yet. I think there were some rumors that they're going to make a show, but then there were rumors that they're going to make a movie out of it. So still confused about that. However, as for Luke, I think he's venturing through the galaxy right now with Ben Solo. And you know what I found extremely, when I'm segueing here, so you can turn off the video if you don't want to listen to my thoughts on this, but I found it really weird in the comics, and you know how Dave feels about comics and books, he doesn't really care, kind of does his own thing. It was kind of weird how Snoke literally blew up the Jedi Temple that Luke had using the Force. Like, he telepathically shot lightning out of the sky and blew up the temple. Yeah, I'm with you there. So I don't really know what they're going to do with that going forwards. I don't know if we're going to see any of that in the movie or they're going to fast forward at all, but I think the movie will, be a kind of a culmination of Thrawn and the Night Sisters, or the Great Mothers, and whatever else is calling to Balin. And once we have the finale under our belt, then we can make as many theories as we want regarding what's going to happen next, because I bet you there's going to be a lot that's going to be open-ended, which will lead us into the movie or maybe even season 2. So yeah, that's pretty much all that I have to say on Luke not being around for this time. I would love to see him around, but at the same time, we don't have to see him in everything. It's kind of cool and mysterious as to, when you're wondering, where's Luke right now? What's he doing? Where is he? Because he'd definitely be a big help. But heck, maybe we'll see him. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe she contacted him before she headed off into to Peridia, but we'll see what happens. Maybe he'll meet her, or maybe Mon Mothma reached out to him or something, because she was really in cahoots with him, and man, he could be waiting for them once they exit hyperspace and it's Luke Skywalker. And I don't know. We'll see what happens. So yeah, let me know what you think. Do you want to see Luke in the show, or do you want to see him in the movie, or not at all? Anyways, hope you guys have a great day. Thanks for watching today's vid. I do feel like this is a Heir to the Empire trilogy that's happening, and probably going to get a season 2 and then a movie to finish it all off, like the nail in the coffin, explain everything. So see you all in the next one. Thanks so much for watching once again, and I love you guys. Bye.